And welcome back, folks, to another college edition of SmashMouth Saturday night. We're live from the Carrier Dome where the 3-1 Syracuse Orange are trying to protect home turf against the 4-1 Florida State Seminoles. And I'll tell you right now, the Noles are rolling into town with bad intentions. They've got a workhorse back in Neo Judkins, a gunslinger in Labart Vick, and the nastiest line in the game, the heavy lunch bunch. And boy, did they come hungry. Let's take a few looks at the keys to the game. Like we said, it's LV3 for you and me if you're Florida State. Believe in the Matrix. It's time to become neophytes, and it's also time for lunch. Meanwhile, for the Orange, they have to go incognito at halfback, protect Percy at quarterback, and they have to win in the trenches. Let's get this game off and running. Here we go. Returned, but not getting very far on that one. We are talking about starting with Percy Redmond. He had a quarterback masterclass this week. The junior quarterback out of Rochester, New York, is looking to bring his A game starting out of the empty set. Trying to make some adjustments at the line. 1st and 10. Redmond throws out to his right. Gets a receiver. Gets about 6 on first there. Staying in the gun, this time keeping a back. I believe that's incognito. Fakes the handoff, dumps it over the middle, and he's got a receiver, and that's a big first down for Percy Redmond. Not exactly a big quarterback himself, so he is going to have to make some adjustments right here. An audible on the play into a little bit of a bunch formation, but he throws out into the flat. The back getting 6, and they are trying to keep the pedal to the metal on this first drive. Redmond engineering a little bit of a hurry up here. Makes a sight adjustment, dumps it over the middle. It's complete, but just short of the sticks. That's going to leave him with 3rd and inches. They're going to go power. See if they try quarterback sneak. They do, right up the gut. The little guy gets through the lunch bunch. But don't think that those guys on the Florida State D-line aren't ready, because boy are they. Hands it off, tries to shake the first tackle, but stopped after a gain of only a yard on that one. 2nd and 9, pistol formation here. Redmond hands it off, up the gut. He's got a little bit of wiggle room. And that's Sean Singletary. Getting 6 healthy yards there, leaving them with a 3rd and 3. They're staying in the pistol. Fakes the handoff, throws it, but over the head of the tight end who was wrapping around into the flat. He was wide open, but unfortunately they're going to have to punt it away after a pretty successful first drive, and it's out of bounds. See where they're going to down it. But in the meantime, Neo Judkins, 122 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. And under center, at least in the shotgun right now, Labart Vick III. He is a wheeler and dealer at quarterback. Tries the bubble screen into the flat. Not really getting much on that first play of the game. Let's see. Staying in the shotgun, bringing the receiver in motion. Handing off to Judkins, who is trying to power forward. But you know the Orange are keying in on Judkins today, so they're not going to make it easy on Neo. 3rd and 8. Vick throws it over the middle, incomplete. He got rocked as he was throwing it. The big tight end hit as he's trying to bring it in. They're punting it away there. Steed could not get the catch. A nice return on a not too great of a punt, getting them just short of the 50. So Orange are getting the ball back not too far from where they had to punt it away. Redmond bringing the receiver all the way around into a bit of an orbit motion here. And he throws it to him on a screen. They are not going to have the protection that they need.
The pass on 1st down, caught by the receiver. Loses 2.
A little bit of a loss there on 1st down. Dumping it off to the flat here, but cannot get much going. That is basically just regaining the yard that they had lost. Redmond staying in the shotgun. He's got time, delivers it a little bit high, but incomplete. It doesn't matter. Jaron Land, you could say, dropped or failed to land that ball as they punt it away again. Inside the 20, Vic, Judkins, and company are back out there. Vic throws it to Judkins. A nice gain of 7 on first down there. Judkins is a little bit of a contact seeker at running back, so yeah, he powers through there, gets the small gain, but a mighty pickup for a first down. Vic staying in the shotgun. He's got time. Slings it over the middle of the receiver, who shakes off the first tackler and picks up the first down. That looked like Timmy Baker, the senior. Big 6'2", 218. Vic hands it off to Neo, who's got room up the gut, sidestepping his way to a first down there, activating a little bit of bullet time. Neo living in the matrix on that play. Vic throws a deep one down the seam, and that is Timmy Baker again on the big pickup. And they are going to take a timeout right there. Syracuse wanting to make sure they don't get caught flat-footed. We're here at the JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse. Vic throws another bubble screen out to the flat. He's got blocking, and he walks it in. Timmy Baker, untouched into the end zone on the screen. And that's a touchdown, Seminoles. Easy throw and catch, a little bit of a wobbler there as Baker gets perfect blocking downfield. That is a total team effort as you see wide receiver Greg Thompson, the junior, who's really not known for his blocking, a little undersized, but he was putting up a good fight on the safety and lets Baker just scamper in cleanly. 7-0 here with 3:15 left in the first quarter. Orange returning it from right around the 1-yard line, up past the 15, but stopped, looks like at about the 17-yard line. Syracuse, Percy Redmond likes that pistol formation, fakes the handoff, tries to boot out, throws it to the flat, and incomplete. The Florida State D-line bearing down, bringing a lot of pressure. Let's see what they can do here. Throws it. And it is stopped short. Now looking at 3rd and 14. Staying in this pistol. Faking the handoff. Quarterback keeper. He's got room. He's slipped out. Just short of the sticks. About 2 yards short. They're still going to have to punt it away. But that was a very nice slippery juke out of the sack there by Percy Redmond. Punt away, getting a return this time just a little bit to about the 42-yard line. Great starting field position for Labart Vick and company. He sees identifying a linebacker there, fakes the handoff, throws a little overthrown there. Vic has got all the tools. He's a junior out of Tallahassee, 6'4", 222. Big arm, completes it out to the sideline. You see he's already got 71 yards and a touchdown here in the first quarter. Kind of a backfield creator. He's got some capabilities. Slings it down the sideline, but they're going to knock it free. Big play by the Syracuse defender. The punt is off, but it looks like they may have run into the kicker. So Florida State may very well keep this ball. Let's see what the call is here.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Absolutely, roughing the kicker. Little bit of contact goes a long way, and Fries pays the price. Oh, Fries gets the penalty. The whole team pays the price. Is Vic now in the pistol with 3 out to the left. Hitting the receiver, he's shaking forward. That actually looks like the big tight end there. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that was Gerard. He is big, he's the size of a tight end, but he is a receiver. Breaking tackles, but ultimately maybe losing a yard or two. Jared Gerard, the sophomore receiver, 6'5", 225. They get Judkins in the flat. He's got the first down and then some. Down inside the 25-yard line. First down, staying in the shotgun. They're going to have a chance to put some more points on the board, see if they can do that before the half. Slings it. RPO action there. Looked like J.D. Edwards, the freshman receiver, with a nice catch there. Shotgun set. Ultimately gonna let the clock expire, and that is the first quarter. Florida State leading by 7, but really leading in just about every category. Pretty close on time of possession, all things considered. Fans here in Syracuse trying to cheer on their team, hoping they have a chance to hang in this one. Each team with only 1 loss as we flip the field and we get back. First and goal for Vick and the Seminoles. Hands off to Judkins. He's got space. Little sidestep in there for Neo. Getting a healthy gain, but it's still not the touchdown. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown. LV3. He is strutting. An easy option keeper read. Labart Vick, like we said, he is a backfield creator. You got to be careful because he will pull that ball down and he will take off. And he didn't have to go very far that time.
The kick is good.
Seminoles now looking at a 14-point lead as they kick it back to Syracuse. 9:34 left here in the second quarter. Syracuse returning it up past the 20. We'll say at the 20. Remember, you're watching Football Rivals. This is a special SmashMouth Saturday night college edition. As Redmond scrambles, getting the first and then some. Kind of an awkward head-first slide. But hey, they gotta find ways to move the chains. Empty set for Percy. Dumps it over the middle, broken up by the defense. Redmond's also a tricky quarterback, but that time it's not a body bag, it's a doggy bag. As Big Bo Bubba Williams with the bear hug sack just folded Redmond like a lawn chair. I have a feeling the heavy lunch bunch is not done eating. They may just be getting started. Let's see if that was a snackatizer as they hit him again. That ball is spinning like a top as the Orange have to punt it away here. The lunch bunch starting to warm up here in the second quarter. As Florida State gets the ball right back, shotgun for Vick with Neo by his side. Handoff to Judkins, breaks the first tackle with a little bit of a spin, jukes out of the second tackle, pointing out the third defender, but ultimately getting brought down. Neo, he knows Kung Fu. Or should we say, he knows Kung Fu. First and 10 for Labart Vick. Still making some adjustments. Looks like they're double covering the receiver. Handing it off to Judkins. Ultimately only getting a yard after some fancy footwork to play before. Vick, as usual, some pre-snap identification. Fakes the handoff. Fires it over the middle. And that is complete to the big receiver. I believe that was Gerard again. The sophomore, big tight end size receiver. Hands it off to Judkins. Doesn't have much room, but he fights for what he can, getting 2 healthy yards on the handoff there.
Second down coming up.
2nd and 8, 6:45 left here in the first half. A little bit of an RPO out into the flat, but not getting much. Just a couple more there. They are now going empty. It's Labart Vick. He's got a lot of receiving options here. Hits Gerard over the middle. He spins, but he should have just kept running straight ahead. That is a young receiver mistake. Gonna fall short and force the field goal for Florida State right here. Straight down the middle, and it's good. Adding 3 more to the bonfire
17, Syracuse.
as the Orange fans are feeling left out in the cold on the scoring here in the first half. Florida State kicking it away. Let's see if Percy Redmond and company can get anything going on this drive after a very rough start.
Returner is tackled down at the 20.
They're going to give that a generous spot and call it the 20, but as we can see, it's a little inside that. Shotgun for Redmond, hands it off. And he's only going to get about a yard there.
The run back. He's brought down at the 21. Brings up
2nd and 9, stays in the shotgun, fires over the middle. It is complete. Only about a gain of 3 on that one. You can see Redmond now got 100 completed passes on the season, which sounds nice, but ultimately doesn't mean much when you're losing 17-0 at home. Flanked by a back on either side. One goes out, one stays in, and Bo Bubba! Again, another sack, another takedown. Somebody ring the dinner bell. Bo Bubba's eating again. His 2nd sack here in the first half. You can see everybody was basically about to get there. Bo Bubba was just a step hungrier. You know he cleans his plate just like he cleaned Percy's clock. Florida State fair catching right around midfield. They're going to start from the 46-yard line. Pistol formation for Vick. Hands it off to Judkins, who does not have room but makes some, but ultimately gets popped. Looked like Mr. Smith coming in on that tackle. 5-yard gain by Judkins. They are behind enemy lines just barely. Starting at the Syracuse 49, Judkins with a shifty Smith. He's out in space and just gets brought down. Neo is flash stepping left and right. Big first down for Florida State. The Orange fans and faithful are not liking what they're seeing from their run defense as Neo Judkins just carving them up. Another handoff up the gut. He still finds space and falls forward for 9 yards. That's an 8.3-yard average per carry so far for Judkins on only 10 carries. Fakes the handoff again. Vick, his 2nd touchdown of the night on the ground. LV3 gets number 2 on the night. And other than the band, the Orange fans are awfully quiet. Judkins is such a dynamic threat on the ground that they key in on him, completely leaving their athletic mobile quarterback to waltz into the end zone, basically untouched both times. What a great goal line call for Florida State as they are piling it on now, 24-0.
24, Syracuse 0.
And the return coming up short of the 20 this time. Looks like they're going to be calling it the 18-yard line. Hands off, and he gets stopped. They'll say for no gain, look like for a loss, but they're going to say no gain. 2nd and 10, 2:52 left in the first half. Fakes the pop pass as he gets popped, but gets a completion. He's streaking down the sideline, and nobody's going to wait. Somebody's going to catch him. The defender out of nowhere.
That's a Syracuse.
It looked like he was gone. but somehow Percy Redmond manages to find, I believe that's Isaiah Willie, the halfback, streaming down the sideline, and it looks like Willie is gone, but an incredible defensive effort there. I think that was Matthew Gossett, the senior safety, chasing him down and preventing a house call, but a huge field flipping play for Syracuse. As that screen pass is essentially useless, probably going to get the 2-minute warning. We are. Wow. After essentially nothing on offense all night, Syracuse has got a chance to get some points right here on this drive. Redmond out of the shotgun, getting chased and brought down. Would you believe it? Another sack for the heavy lunch bunch. They don't count calories, they just count sacks. The only diet the heavy lunch bunch and Kai Latham believe in, high-protein quarterback takedowns. Latham now with his second sack of the day. He and Bo Bubba are just getting after it. Like an all-you-can-eat buffet, 3rd and 19. Redmond gets sacked again. Is that Latham again? 2 in a row. You don't block these boys. You just pray that they're full. The pocket collapsed faster than a paper plate under a full rack of ribs. Kai Latham absolutely devouring on this drive.
Number 17.
And they're going to be forced into taking a 4th and 26, a long field goal here. After what was such a promising drive, the kick is up and it is good. Syracuse finally gets on the board. Huge disappointment for the Orange, who really felt like they were finally going to get a touchdown until the heavy lunch bunch revved up their appetite. Let's see if Vic, Judkins, and company can do anything here. They've still got 3 timeouts. Nice spin on the return by Gerard. Not often you see a 6'5", 220-plus pound return man, but that is exactly what Jared Gerard is. Nope, a fake again to Vic, who's got blocking, but this time can't get out into the open. Nice stop there finally on the QB keeper. 42 seconds, 2 timeouts. Hands off to Judkins, who's got space and manages to step out of bounds. Neo is elite. 1st and 10. Vic slinging it towards the sideline. I don't think he got out on that one. We're going to call the timeout. 1 timeout left here for the Seminoles. See if they can get in range to at least get a field goal before the half. 31 seconds left. Labart Vick out of the shotgun. Has time, finds his receiver, but it's incomplete. Fires over the middle and almost intercepted by the Orange. Nice defensive stand finally for Syracuse, forcing the punt here at the end of the half. The Orange also have 2 timeouts. I don't know what they're going to do with 18 seconds, but they are lining up in the shotgun. Let's see. Oh, and he hands it off. Yeah, I had a hunch that was probably how this was going to go. And not even going to take the timeout. It looks like Syracuse is content to go into the half down 24-3. Wow, what a game so far. It has been a ground and pound attack with already 111 rushing yards for Florida State, 13 first downs, averaging 7 yards per play. Syracuse is absolutely outmatched tonight, and Judkins has been so special on the ground that it allows Vic to just walk in for touchdowns. What are they going to do to stop him? So far, not much, except for one freakishly good pass, outperformed by a freakishly athletic safety catching up and stopping the would-be touchdown, which ultimately only went for 3. Huge defensive effort. And here we are, we're back. Syracuse is in this thing. kicking it away. And when I say in this thing, I mean literally they're in the game, but that's about it. The game is way out of reach right now. Hopefully they can force a stop here. Judkins up the gut. 8 yards right away, 102 yards already. And it's just the start of the second half. Vick making a little sight adjustment. Quick pass and a first down. Vick shotgun. Hands it off to Neo, makes a quick juke in the backfield and ultimately gets 9 more yards. He is so good. Hand off again. Not much, but he got the first down. Judkins has been electric so far tonight. Absolutely see why this is such a well-rounded offensive attack. As Vick uncorks one down the sideline, it's caught, and he's going to walk in for the touchdown! Florida State continuing to pile it on. Wow. Vick just showed off that arm talent. We've seen him run it in a few times. This time he throws it to J.D. Edwards. And it didn't look very good getting there, but the freshman receiver catches it in stride. Vick throws it, and he catches it in stride. Huge.
The extra point is good.
Huge throw and huge catch.
Florida State 31, Syracuse 3.
Syracuse down by only a few points now. We'll see what Redmond and company does. Throws it, he's got a receiver open. Oh, if he just put a little bit more distance, put it a little further in front of the receiver, he wouldn't have had to slow down. He would have been gone. Redmond hitting his tight end. As Hawkinson makes the tackle at the linebacker spot. Redmond fakes the handoff on a quarterback keeper. First down.
That's a Syracuse.
Redmond has been a surprisingly capable quarterback for a Syracuse team that is a little devoid of talent, we should say. But he's had some big games already on this season, but so far, this has been a very difficult game, seemingly completely outmatched. But they are trying to hang in there. 3rd and 10. Would love to get a first down here, and it's blocked. Swatted. I believe that was Hawkinson with the swat. Forcing the punt. Forrest Hawkinson, the junior linebacker, bit of a thumper. He certainly knows how to blow up plays, but that time it was with a pass defense. RPO, fakes the handoff, gets it out into the flat. Vick has got 2 touchdowns today, 2 on the ground, 2 through the air. Hands it off to Judkins, shakes the first tackle and tries to roll off the second, but ultimately dragged down. Maybe one of his shortest carries on the night. Empty set for Vick. He's got time, throws it deep, a moonshot, overthrown. He has not been afraid to stretch the field tonight. And with such a strong lead, there is no real risk in taking another deep shot. As this is fair caught at the 24. 5:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. You are watching SmashMouth Saturday night college special as the running back loses 4 yards on that one. Redmond has time but chooses to throw it into the flat.
The second down pass was complete.
That was Sean Singletary.
Gain of 3. Brings up third down. The pass on third down towards the receiver.
Overthrown there.
Now, a fourth down.
They're gonna punt it away. Nice return, a little bit of juking and jiving there, but ultimately stopped at the 42. Let's see what Vick does out of the shotgun here. Oh, he slips out of the first tackle. That's that freshman receiver again. J.D. Edwards. He is a gritty possession receiver. And he has been making plays so far this season. You saw the big touchdown bomb earlier. For a freshman, he is certainly lucky to be playing with a team like this as Judkins fakes the handoff and Vick keeps it. Another quarterback keeper where he picks up a healthy chunk and a first down for Florida State. Does hand it off to Judkins this time, who forces his way out of the tackle and right into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 21 with the carry.
Neo bends that spoon like he bends the edges on a run. Breaks the tackle, and then just such quick acceleration, he is able to just fight off the tackle and get back up to top speed. No one else touches him and walks in for the touchdown. Just like that, Florida State is sitting on a 35-point lead. Syracuse, what are you gonna do?
Syracuse 3.
Instead of kneeling it, they end up
Returner brings it
putting
out.
themselves in a deeper hole. Shotgun set for Redmond, who is still continuing to fight, no matter how uphill it seems here. Oh, man, and another sack absolutely buried
Brings up
by this Florida State defensive line. Oh, and another one. Unreal.
a loss of 7 yards on the play.
It looked like Giovanni Luco on one play, and this time they're going to give Bo Bubba most of the credit. So is that his third sack of the game for Bo Bubba? Wow. 3rd and 21 for the Orange. 2:05 left in the third quarter. Redmond slings it, and it's incomplete. They're going to be punting from their own end zone. Not a good spot for the Orange.
4th down.
Gets the punt off. Does not clear the 50. Florida State with excellent field position here. This game is well out of hand, or in hand if you're the Seminole. Got to wonder when they're going to start just using more clock here. Right now, still snapping it with 19 seconds left on the play clock. Gets it out into the flat for just a couple. Third and 5, hands off to Judkins, who breaks 2 tackles, but ultimately gets brought down. But they were already in field goal range. Tough night. The Orange, even when they get a stop, can't stop the score. Yikes.
That makes the score Florida State 41, Syracuse 3.
If you heard the in-stadium announcer, it's 41-3 with 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. What a drubbing. Orange on the return, up past the 20.
Returner is tackled down
To
at
the 23. That is not much to write home about, but we'll see if the 3 extra yards can do them any good. Long handoff that gets stopped in the backfield by Forrest Hawkinson. He has been all over the field tonight, breaking up passes, making tackles. Redmond slings it. He's got a completion, running down the sideline. Could they finally get a touchdown? Yes, he breaks the tackle, but ultimately comes down at the 10. Another huge passing play for Syracuse. That was junior Jaron Land. You can see the top rankings here: Clemson, Ohio State, Michigan, and everybody else after that. Right now, that was the end of the third quarter. Get your fours up and tell your boy Skip if you think Syracuse is going to get a touchdown here. He's looking, throws to the flat. He's got a chance, but gets brought down. Handoff here. He's got space. Cuts the wrong way. Should have cut inside, cut outside. It is brought down. 3rd and goal for Syracuse out of the empty set. Percy Redmond trying to identify Hawkinson as the mic. Oh, he gets brought down again. Who is that? It's Kai Latham. The heavy lunch bunch. Another bite taken. It's not a sack. When it's the heavy lunch bunch, it's just a snack. Somebody get the doggy bags. 4th and goal. Can the Orange get a touchdown and make it respectable? Redmond throws and nobody's there. Incomplete. He throws a fade to the corner pylon, but no one is there to catch it. Turnover on downs, as they're probably going to keep handing the ball off here. You'd expect a lot of runs coming from Florida State now here in the fourth quarter. 8:15 left in the game. Yep, another handoff to Judkins, who finds a little bit of space and then fights through 4 or 5 guys. They're going empty here on 3rd and 7. 7:50 left in the game. Labart Vick identifying the backer. Throws into the flat, but it's deflected. Nice breakup by the Orange. The defense is finally making a few plays for Syracuse down the stretch here, but way too little, way too late. Nice punt, gets fair caught at the 40-yard line. Let's see what Percy Redmond can do. And it sounds like, you know, I've noticed we have not seen much of the starting running back for Syracuse, Incognito. And it seems like he actually left the game with a little bit of an injury. Thomas Incognito, the senior, usually helps them make some plays, and I've noticed he has not been out here at all. Passes to Land in the flat on the screen. Not getting much. That's only a gain of a yard there. Let's see what Redmond and the Orange can do here on 3rd and 9. Bring a receiver in motion, just tightening up into that bunch formation there. Oh, he's getting caught up on his own man a little. Redmond gets the ball off as he's hit. That looked like Luco. And they're just going to have to punt it away again. No good. Another fair catch, and we'll probably see another healthy dose of run here. Just like that, Neo up the gut. 9 yards. Got 144 so far on the night. Hands off again, out past the edge, shakes off the first defender, but gets stopped. Getting the first down, but that's about it there. They're letting the clock keep running. Fake handoff, keeper for Vick. They sniffed it out. Finally put a spy on Vick. We're just over 5 minutes left in this game. Hands off, nope, keeper for Vick. Has to fight forward for just about a yard. 3rd and 9. Fires it, incomplete. Now, obviously, Florida State being very conservative now on offense. This game is clearly well in hand. Got to wonder, are they going to take out guys like Vick and Judkins? Clearly, the Orange know that this game is over, but they'd love to make it respectable, somehow get down there and get more than a field goal. Handoff here. Not getting much, though. That was Morgan Jackson, the sophomore, getting about a yard. Redmond, play action out of the gun, gets swallowed up, hole for another sack. Incredible. Bo Bubba doing push-ups. The heavy lunch bunch is living at the buffet today. Bo Bubba gonna get more credit. They're saying that's his third sack, so maybe a half sack twice along the way. Because by our count, could have been 4 sacks, but man, does it even matter. The heavy lunch bunch is living large. Orbit motion. Passes to the motion receiver, and ultimately a loss is who else? Forrest Hawkinson comes up from the Mike Backer spot. Syracuse forced to punt it away again. Just a brutal game for Syracuse as the return man, wow, making a miss there. Oh, we're going full house here. Handoff to Judkins, makes a man miss. Dang, first down there. 161 yards on the ground today for Judkins. Wow. Probably another handoff coming here as the play clock is about to expire. He finds a hole, and he's gone. Neo is gone. Neo Judkins gets another touchdown for Florida State. And this game has been over and now continues to be over. Wow. The hole isn't there until Neo believes it's there, but he is inevitable. Defenders just glitch right off of him. You think you've got him, then whoosh. Or should we say whoosh? A little more Ric Flair woo for that. Woo! Mr. Judkins, have yourself a day. A little bit of a spinneroonie on the return here, but he is no Neo. Man, what a fantastic game for the Seminoles. Now Redmond on the quarterback keeper, dodges the falling defender. Percy Redmond really been one of the only highlights for Syracuse all night. The offensive line has not been able to protect him. He's been able to find some receivers, make some throws, but ultimately the Syracuse Orange are just outmatched by this intense Florida State D. Wow. Hands it off there. Up the gut. Not enough for the first down. Stayed in the shotgun, 3rd and 3. He's going to throw it. No, he gets sacked by Latham. Incredible. Incredible sack by Latham. The lunch bunch is eating like it's Thanksgiving dinner, and the Orange are the turkey. Latham just swallowed him whole. The lunch special today, unfortunately, has been Percy Redmond, and he has been getting served on a platter. Meanwhile, we've been seeing the Matrix-style running of Neo Judkins. Oh my gosh, a knife. Incredible, he gets the first down. Defenders keep trying to unplug him, but Neo's running on a different code. 9 seconds left. One final handoff to Judkins, who is going to slip it forward and almost break it free again. And mercifully, that is gonna do it. That is the end of our game. Florida State rolls into Syracuse and leaves no doubt as Neo Judkins is the player of the game. 25 carries, 2 touchdowns, 223 yards of ground and pound brilliance. Judkins was a one-man demolition crew, bouncing off tacklers, dragging defenders, and breaking this game wide open. And when you call yourself Neo, you better live up to the name. This kid was dodging defenders like bullets, rewriting the syntax of the Syracuse defense. That's it for your boy, Skip Lloyd, here on another college edition of SmashMouth Saturday night. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching the Heavy Lunch Bunch in action. We'll catch you next time at Football Rival.